Every budget season, you hear a lot about the fiscal deficit and the revenue deficit. But there is one number mentioned far less often that shows whether the government is actually living within its means right now. And that number is the primary deficit. The primary deficit measures how much the government needs to borrow, excluding interest payments on past debt. Now think of it like your credit card bill and ignore the interest for a moment. If your income still does not cover your monthly expenses, that gap is your real problem today. And that is exactly what the primary deficit captures for a government. Formally, it is calculated as fiscal deficit minus interest payments. In budget arithmetic, the distinction is really important. The fiscal deficit shows total borrowing. The primary deficit zooms in on current year decisions. A high primary deficit means the government is borrowing not just to service old debt, but to fund today's expenses like your salaries, subsidies, and ongoing schemes. But a lower or shrinking primary deficit signals improving fiscal health, where borrowing is increasingly linked to past obligations rather than new spending pressures. The government cares because the primary deficit is a direct measure of fiscal discipline. A shrinking primary deficit suggests government finances are improving. A zero primary deficit means borrowing is only to pay interest. A primary surplus means current revenues are enough to cover spending and even part of interest costs. That is why global investors, credit rating agencies, and economists track this number really closely. It shapes confidence in the economy's fiscal management. Now, you should care because persistent primary deficits have real consequences. They can lead to higher borrowing, rising interest rates, future tax pressures, or cuts in spending on health, education, and infrastructure. In simple terms, today's deficit choices influence tomorrow's cost of living. So in Budget 2026, focus on two things. First, is the primary deficit shrinking? Because that would signal stronger fiscal discipline. And second, is borrowing being used to fund growth or just to cover routine expenses? That difference tells you whether the budget is building for the future or merely managing the present. Current estimates suggest fiscal deficits of around 4.2 to 4.4% of GDP for FY27. With interest payments of roughly 3% of GDP, that implies a primary deficit of under 1 to 1.5%. And that's a sign of gradual fiscal consolidation. This was Budget Basics by Business Standard, breaking down the budget minus the jargon. We have simplified many more key terms you should know before budget day. So don't forget to check them out on our YouTube channel and stay tuned for continued coverage of Union Budget 2026.